Sometimes you catch yourself thinking, nothing is outright terrible. And yet I'm constantly tense, guessing moods, trying not to set my partner off, walking on eggshells. That feeling isn't about being weak. It's often about psychological hooks, invisible games that keep you in a loop of hot and cold, closeness and distance, warmth and sudden silence. Today I'll walk you through 7 such hooks and how to exit each one calmly, step by step. At the end, you'll get a 4-week plan and a short self-test. Imagine Natalie and Alex. The first weeks are a firework, long messages, plans, you're amazing. Then a day of silence, a sharp remark, and the next day, affection again. Natalie tells herself, don't dramatize, everyone has ups and downs. But her body lives in alert mode. This is intermittent reinforcement, the love lottery. The brain gets dopamine not from constant warmth, but from unpredictability. The fix isn't persuasion, it's predictability. Say, I need a forecast. If you step away, send a quick signal and the time you'll be back. Let's agree when we are and aren't available. When there is a forecast, the nervous system stops guarding the door. The second game is future faking. Promises of later instead of actions today. It sounds beautiful. In summer we'll travel, in autumn we'll move. Next year will be different, but the small agreement for today isn't done. The calm exit is to translate talk into this week's steps. Let's judge by one concrete action tomorrow. What exactly will you do and by when? A completed step heals more than 10 speeches. The third is gaslighting. You're imagining it. You describe a clear fact and here it didn't happen. You misunderstood, you're too sensitive. In those moments, you need reality and self-respect. I'm basing this on facts. This happened. I am ready to discuss it without devaluing my feelings. Move the conversation to voice, where tone is audible, and write down agreements briefly and concretely. The fourth hook is the silent treatment, the cold disappearance with no time frame. Disappearing is convenient because you don't have to listen or negotiate, but ignoring erodes trust. The healthy alternative is a pause with a return time. I'm overloaded. I'll return to this at 7:30. A pause protects, ignoring punishes. They are not the same. Where there is a time, trust returns faster. Sometimes a third point is added, triangulation. Mentions of exes, deliberate flirting, comparisons like other husbands don't act like this. Comparison hits dignity and dissolves your couple's borders. It helps to say, comparisons are humiliating. I'm ready to talk in a format of here's what I need and what we can agree on, without third parties. Then set public behavior rules and rules for contact with people who trigger you. Moving goalposts is another trap. You agree on one thing, you do it, and the bar suddenly shifts. I didn't mean that. The fix is short written clarity. Our agreement was this. If we're changing it, let's write the new rule in one line. What, when, who. Writing cools the fight. Less room to wriggle, more clarity to act. And of course, guilt and debt. After all I've done for you, you owe me. Guilt forces quick compliance and grows hidden resentment. A calm phrase sounds like this. I value what you did and this decision is mine. I'm ready to discuss it without pressure and debts. Then limit the discussion time and move it to a moment when you can think, not defend yourself. Now, how to get out without a war. Week 1 is stabilization. Agree on a pause signal and always name a return time. Move hot conversations out of texting into voice so the tone is audible. Add a daily forecast for availability. And down-regulate the body. 4 slow breaths to a count of 6, cold water on the wrists, 90 seconds at the window naming objects of a single color to bring the brain back from threat mode to reality. The aim of week 1 isn't to fix everything, it's to stop escalation. Week 2 is predictability instead of the love lottery. Start a small loop, say, do, confirm. If you promised 9, be there at 9. If there's a delay, you notify first. One verifiable mini action a day. Write important rules in one line. Heads up 1 hour in advance. No heavy topics after 10 p.m. If we take a pause, we say when we return. The more words match actions, the quieter the alarm. Week 3 is the language of requests and personal boundaries. Replace labels with the formula: when X happens, I feel Y and I need Z. That's navigation, not attack. Speak out about time alone, where, when, and how much each of you needs so you don't burn out. Add a small 10 to 15-minute we ritual daily. No screens, morning tea, an evening walk, or a short check-in where one speaks, the other paraphrases, and only then responds. Rituals are the glue. They hold connection when emotions swing. Week 4 is review and relapse prevention. Sit down once a week without phones for 15 minutes and answer 3 questions. What worked? What got in the way? What will adjust? Prepare a small emergency protocol. Pause word, 30-minute break, a brief I'll be back at, a meeting with 5 minutes I speak and 5 you speak, and 1 concrete action we take. If old behavior repeats, don't hold court, do a repair. Yesterday, I went silent. That's my responsibility. Next time, I'll signal and return to the topic by 7. Then actually do that. Many small repairs prevent one big explosion. A quick self-check shows whether you're moving. Can I say no without fear of punishment? Do we have at least day-level predictability? I roughly know when you are available. Are our basic rules spoken instead of guessed? After conflicts, do we do a repair both in words and in action? Do I feel calmer with you than without you? If you have 3 yes answers or more, the cycle is already slowing down. If fewer, start with week 1 and a single rule. Change grows better from small steps than from great promises. The most important thought is this: you don't need to remodel personalities to match ideal diagrams. You need to make the format safer, more forecast and less lottery, a pause instead of ignoring, facts instead of labels, your decisions instead of debt, short rituals instead of big demands. When clarity appears, warmth returns. If this helped, please like and subscribe, and tell us which hook you recognize most often and which counterphrase already worked for you. Your experience can be someone else's map.